Hey guys, what's up? Revoker here. I'm coming to you guys for a problem I'm having in Hammer, and I'm trying to been fixing it. So this is my map I've been working on for a number of years, probably about 4 plus. And every time I get inspired to work on it, I hit these slowdowns from the performance I have with this specific VMF. I'm not too sure what it is, but anything from placing models, applying textures, selecting brushes, any of those things and more is so terribly slow that it's frustrating. So, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about this problem. But to show you, so if I have this brush selected, if I try to select another brush, I click it, it takes maybe about 2 to 5 seconds. Normally it should be instant is what I'm used to. But what's even worse than that is if I select the texture face, which is pretty fast, like I can select it, it's not too much of a delay. But if I hold Alt and right click, I'm still waiting. I'd love to count that out, but it feels like 5 to 10 seconds, which isn't bad for one face, but when I'm doing an entire building, it's pretty agonizingly slow. Especially when I'm used to just like selecting right click and then I select a new face, right click, but I mean I'm still waiting on this one face to be textured. My whole screen flashes and then it just gets textured. It doesn't matter even if I don't hold Alt, if I just normally right click, it still does it. The only thing I've done to mitigate this issue is using func instances. So working in the func instance for like my disco here is very simple. Everything applies instantly, loads super quickly. I have no issues in the instance. It's a very small VMF, but this VMF is huge. And I have a lot of instances, not a whole lot. Like I believe I have 3 here. Yeah, 3 func instances, which inside those instances themselves run really fine. But this map is still terribly slow, and it's been really frustrating. I think some people say, I try to look up performance for Hammer, and people say to lower these settings down, like the model render distance and the detail render distance. I can lower these all I want. None of them do anything. I can lower them to their minimums. I believe those are only GPU performance metrics. Like they only affect the GPU and drawing everything, and I don't have any problems with that. So I believe this is more like a CPU or a disk writing issue. So I don't know if there's any way I could solve that. But see, if I still right click, I'm still waiting, still waiting, still waiting, and it finally applies. So none of those 3 settings that people say help performance, none of those help. The only one that does drastically help, and I can't ever seem to get to work, is this animate models. I absolutely hate my models being animated. It is distracting and it severely slows my performance down. Every time I can tell it's on because over here in my cell block, these models all actuate, and the terrorist inside of the cell block, which I'm already lagging just being over here basically, all these models start moving back and forth. To somewhat mitigate that, on the right side here, I have a bunch of visit groups. And so like I don't want to see the barracks, so I don't even work on it really much anymore. I just hide the whole thing. It just basically everything in here gets hidden. That usually does help performance, but I feel like my map has gotten to a point where even this is not enough. So I really don't know what else to do. If anyone has suggestions or knows what more of my problem is, please comment or please give your advice. I would love to hear if there's anything I could do to help my performance and continue my mapping, because I really want to finish this map. You know, it's been a long time. So thank you for watching.